Right.
74 is the same as 5. The two people that'll tell you the truth is a toddler
Yeah.
and an old person.
Man,
Facts.
what?
Facts.
You know what I'm
Kids say
saying?
the damnest thing.
Kids are like, yo,
Right.
man, you should hear some of the stuff my 5-year-old tell me. Like, Dad, you a little fat. Oh, damn. Okay.
I put this on everything.
Party people.
I love this.
It's your boy,
My
M.A.Z.
sweats and my clothes. What is this? I thought I told you this is my world, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, party people in the place to be. It's your boy M.A.Z. We here. Yes, sir. Skrills,
Yes, sir.
what's going on, man?
I'm just here with my mini-me. Say hi.
What's going on? Nice packed house tonight.
Yes, sir.
Screwed up Chaz, the shooter, respect the shooter in here, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Lambo, hi. And then to my right, if you listening to any type of sports talk radio, this man is definitely flooding the streets of San Antonio. Not to be confused with the mixtape DJ, Rudy Superstar J.
Grind on grind. Okay, it's mine on mine, yeah. God, oh God. Look at you right on time, yeah.
And I tell people all the time, I say, if you want to find out if you got any real friends, start a pod. Then,
That makes sense.
You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
so I want to be around people that's making moves, that's trying. And I'm 46 right now, though. I can't speak on to somebody that's 24. At 24, I wasn't who I am right now.
Sure. Nah, for
When
sure.
you know you dope, you don't have no problem being like, yo, man, you dope.
That's what a lot of people's problem in the city is. I'm the dopest. It doesn't matter, bro. Even if you are, like, it ain't gonna do shit for nobody else.
Right. He messing with a girl that's going to third period.
I said, this man's girlfriend eats lunch trays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow. Is there a big state DJ named Rudy J?
Superstar J. But,
For real?
but in my eyes, you the real Superstar
My
J.
guy,
here, you know
my
what I'm saying?
guy.
I got you.
Appreciate
I
it.
got you.
Appreciate it.
So what's going on, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm happy to finally get here. You know, I met you back at Viva La Brawl.
Yes.
I think that was the first time we met in person.
Right.
Met in person, yeah. Question put me on to you. He tweeted you out. Well, Instagram, whatever.
Yeah.
I started following. I went to your page, and I like what I saw, and I was like, I got to get on there.
I appreciate it, man.
I like how y'all moving over here.
Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
And likewise, I see what you're doing out
Appreciate
here. And
it.
you know, I definitely respect the grind, man.
Appreciate
you
it.
definitely out here moving for sure, for sure.
Appreciate it, man.
Come on, man. So for those who may be living under a rock, man, who's Rudy J?
Man, Rudy J, just a cat from Tyler, Texas, but raised in San Antonio.
Okay.
Been doing sports talk radio since 04, but really got my start in 07 over at, at that time it was Clear Channel, but now it's iHeart.
iHeart,
I was
right.
over there since 07. I was there from 07 to 21, and then 21 I moved over to ESPN San Antonio.
ESPN.
So I was just doing,
you heard what's going on?
ESPN San Antonio, yeah. So I've just been doing sports talk radio, you know, crawled so the pod people could walk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but you know, that's, you know, Rudy J, just a sports talk radio host. I'm not an analyst.
Yeah.
I'm an entertainer.
For sure.
You know what I mean? It's a difference.
I was gonna say, do people really get confused with the two?
Yeah, they get it confused because, you know, you get the people like, oh man, I know sports, put me on the show. Put me on.
Right. It ain't that kind.
We all know sports.
For sure.
We all know sports. If you watch sports, you know sports. But does anybody want to listen to you talk about sports for 3-4 hours?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's a difference. So that's, you know, that's basically the gist of it. My job is to make 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. go as quick as possible. Like
Yeah.
when you tune into me, you know, by the time you're done being entertained, it's going to be 10. You're going to be getting ready for lunch. It's going to be time to, you know, 4 hours of your day is gone. So,
Right.
yeah, that's what it is.
Man, so 4 hours of sports talk. Does it get tiring?
No, well, yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes, especially in the summer because baseball doesn't go over well on the radio, and that's the only
Right.
sport going on during the summer. So during the summer, it's weird.
Yeah.
But as a content creator, it's your job to find a way to make things entertaining.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know even Skrills and we talk about the summertime when sports is dead. In our opinion, it's like
It's a sad time.
It's a sad time.
It is a sad time. Well, because we're just not San Antonio is like, it's not a sports town.
Really?
It's
Well,
not.
well, it's a Spurs town. It's not a sports
It's a Spurs
town.
town and a Cowboys
town,
but
for
it's not
sure.
a sports town, if that makes sense. Like Boston is a sports town.
For sure.
You know what I mean? There's certain cities in America that are like, they are sports people.
Yeah.
Like San Antonio is a family town. We like to have a good time. We like to have our families involved. We like to drink and we like to eat.
Yeah.
We're not really a sports town. So in the summer, things get a little weird, especially because, it's, like I said, it's just baseball.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And I'll be honest. I can't remember the last time I went to a Missions game. I'll just be.
And you know what? And the Michigan games, me too. But the Michigan games be fun. And now, with David Robinson and Manu and Nolan Ryan's son and Nolan Ryan, them owning the Missions, they're gonna level it up. They're supposed to build a stadium downtown somewhere.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. The Missions will be downtown in a couple of years, I'm sure.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good look.
Yeah, and I think that's actually a really good look because as much as I want to support the Missions, I haven't had time to make it a thing to go out my way to go catch a Missions game.
Not.
You know what I'm saying?
No. You're not going to. You're not going to. I mean, and not only that, you got your own thing going on.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So you got things to do.
Nah, for sure. But I've told my wife, I was like, yeah, we got to catch a Missions game one day.
See, I be telling my wife that too, but you know, that's why they got to get a new stadium because you just in the sun.
Right.
You know, out there at the Wolf.
Boy, cooked, well done. Just sitting there.
The best thing about the Wolf, didn't they do like the festival out there a couple years ago?
Yeah, that Mauna Luna out there.
They did that. Like I went out there for that, but like for the Missions, they gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think a downtown arena would be.
Oh, they're going to. Like, and trust me, the city's gonna be behind it because you got Rob, you got Manu, you got Nolan Ryan. When you put those type of names in it, things get done.
For sure.
So yeah, it's gonna be a good look.
Nah, for most definitely.
Gonna be a good look.
Yeah. I'm excited, man. Oh, look, Skrills put up season ticket information. What man? What the tickets looking like these days, man?
Where did that even come from? How Skrills get that up there?
Listen, that's my guy, man. He do this.
Nah, man, that's what I noticed about y'all. Like again, when I first discovered you and I started looking, I was like, oh, okay, this is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing y'all got going on over here. The whole setup, the vibe, the content, the edits, everything that's put together. It's like, okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Nah, for sure, man. Skrills.
I actually hit you up.
Now you did.
I hit you up. I was like, yo, I need to get in there. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, no, and it's been in the talks for a minute, man. I was like, no, we got to make time to get Rudy on for sure, man.
I appreciate it big time.
Man, so real quick, to anybody that wants to get into sports broadcasting, I know I want to say it's a tough field to get in, but it is at the same time because I know there's a lot of school involved, but also with the way stuff is going these days, it's like you could just build a brand for yourself and they like, hey, why don't you check out, try radio or whatever,
So, okay. So when I started in 04, me and my buddy at the time, we just did a demo in my buddy's basement.
Okay.
In front of a dirty mattress. We just did a demo and we just sent it out. We just sent it out across the city. So we actually had a meeting with we actually did a meeting with the Beat. Like 98.5, like we really, like, first of all, shout out to them this is 2004.
Right.
At the height of the beat.
For sure.
The height of the beat. And we really went over there thinking that they were going to stop playing music and let us do a sports show with an urban feel to it. And they were like, you think we're about to stop the music? They're like, I appreciate them for even taking the meeting. Yeah. So at that time, no one was really doing podcasting. So the only way in was through radio.
For sure.
I don't have a college degree. I went to Roosevelt, graduated class in 95.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't have a college degree. It's just my buddy and I had a show on the telephone for years. Like he called me, I called him. Yeah. And we talk about sports for hours. So we're like, yo, man, let's try it. Yeah. So we put together demos, sent it all around the city. This conservative talk station called us back like, hey, we'll give y'all an hour on Monday nights, but you got to pay for it. Bet.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Sure.
We'll take it. We'll do it. Like we just trying to get in. So we went and found a few sponsors, paid for it. The thing about getting into the business now is like when people, like a lot of people ask me that question, and the first thing I ask them is, you got a YouTube? You got an Instagram? You got a Facebook? Like you can't even come up to me if you don't have that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because there's no reason. Like you don't need radio anymore. Don't get it twisted. Like there's a place for radio.
Sure.
Like the signal I'm on 94.1 FM, San Antonio Sports Star, like we got a 2 million people reach. Like we go all the way to South Austin.
Nice.
But you don't need that anymore with the internet.
Right.
You know, because there's, like I said, like what y'all doing, like YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, Twitch, whatever you want to talk, like you don't really need that anymore. So if your goal is to get in radio or television, we can't even have a conversation if you haven't put one foot in front of the other and started your own thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I was talking to you before we started the show, like think back to your first 6 months doing the pod.
Yeah.
It was like, dang, I don't know if I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Maybe you hit the ground running. I don't know.
No,
That's the question you have
know,
to ask.
I know it was.
Answer.
I know it was start going into this. I was like, I know it's gonna be a lot. You know.
Right.
But the fact that I kind of had that experience and watching the previous entities that I was involved with, I guess I was somewhat subconsciously taking notes for whenever it was my time to do my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I saw what maybe they did wrong. That way I could be like, okay, I saw how that went. I'm not gonna do that and do it this way.
Right.
I saw it this way. I'm not gonna do it that way. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of prepared myself for it. But then when I walked in and finally did it, and it was kind of like, it was cool. The response was great. But in my mind, I'm like, the bar's always been set for me, and like I know I could do better.
Right.
I know I could do better each and every time. So I can imagine doing this. It's a commitment to where you gotta be on it. You gotta know your P's and Q's. You better know what you're doing. You gotta be entertaining. You gotta do this. You know, you gotta be built for it for sure.
You got to be built for it. You got to have your research, and you got to have a real passion for it. Because as I was telling you pre-show, it's the new rapper.
Right.
Podding is the new rapper. Like, okay, well, like I ain't rapping anymore. I'm gonna just start. Because like you and your boy, y'all will be drinking, y'all be having a cigar, whatever y'all do, and y'all have a good conversation, y'all laughing, and then y'all look at each other and be like, yo, we should do a podcast.
Right.
And I'll be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted. Like, I'm like, but are you gonna be consistent?
Right.
Are you gonna be consistent? And are you gonna do what you say you're gonna do? And when the numbers don't look like what you feel like the analytics should look like, are you gonna have that energy to keep going even though nobody's watching? Like, again, it's like when I started in 2004, like I don't know, nobody was listening. We're on a conservative talk station. We're cutting off one of the biggest, because we were paying, they let us cut into a show that was super popular. It was Michael Savage. He's a conservative talk host. And we cut off his last hour because we're paying.
Right.
Which ultimately told me they're not making money off of him. This is the radio side of things.
Right.
So you got people calling, who are these? All types of names. Anything and everything you could think of, they calling us. But you know what I mean? So nobody's listening. Everybody hates you. How do you keep going?
Right.
And I think it's the same with the podcast game. It's like, okay, like I'm not seeing anything off of this. Why am I still doing it? I think one, I know you just said, you know, you married. One, you got to have a good support system.
Absolutely.
Two, you got to have a passion for it.
Yes.
Three, you got to create the content. And then four, you got to deliver it and believe in it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But on the radio side where I am, yes, there's some pros to it, but there's also some cons to it, especially as from an African-American male. The radio side of things, I think that's why you see a lot of guys. You see your Shannon Sharps, you see your Ryan Clarks, you see Stephen A. even now has his own podcast. When you're on radio and television, you're limited.
Yeah.
You're limited because they don't see the world how we see it. So it's like, no, we play the hits. It's just like radio. You know how radio, you turn on your radio, like, why am I hearing the
Top
same?
40.
You hear it's the top 40. It's the same in sports talk radio. They're like, nope, you're going to talk about the Cowboys. You're going to talk about LeBron. You're going to talk about this. There's like 4 or 5 topics you get. That's it.
Yeah.
So, okay, all right, then so what are you going to do? You're limited. So what did they do? So you're Ryan Clarks, who started off on ESPN. He moves into the pivot.
Yeah.
You got Shannon Sharp. He moves into his thing. You got Stephen A. He moves into his thing because, like, what you get to do is freedom.
Yeah.
It's freedom. Like, you can have just rap. You know what I mean? You can have Cephas. You can have a couple of young ladies that are influencers or that are singers. Like, there's a different type of freedom that comes with this. But are you going to be consistent and keep it rolling?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because, like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the point of starting it if you're not going to see it through? And that's the thing. That's why I don't do a whole bunch of podcasts. Not because I'm like this dude. Like, I'm a local San Antonio sports talk radio host. But it's just like, I'm not going to do your pod if I know you're not gonna have another episode for 3 months.
Right. With you, you're a brand yourself.
Yes.
So-
well, I'm not. Yeah.
No, come on.
I am.
I was gonna say, talk about it, man.
I am.
You're a brand too, and when it comes to doing certain things, you don't want to dilute your brand either.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why every move that you make has to make sense.
Yeah, I got everything has to make sense, but it also comes down to you being passionate about it.
Yes.
Because again, like, if I tell you, hey, you know what? If there's $1 million behind that mountain, you gonna go. But if I say I don't know what's behind that mountain, are you gonna go? You see what I'm saying? Like seeing without seeing, blind faith. Like I feel like what you got going on here is like, even though it's in the right direction and it's doing really well, it's doing really well because y'all had the blind faith.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like
makes sense.
This podcasting world, it look like you make it look easy. Like
Stop it,
you
man.
on here, y'all on here, like the edits look great and y'all smiling, y'all having a good time with the guests. So you like, when you sitting at home and you see the Instagram post, you like, I can do that.
Right.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying? Like
You
you taking
can't.
time away from your family.
Right.
You putting your own money into it. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a lot that goes into it. Like, oh well, I didn't see no money from it this month, but guess what? We're gonna be right back at it.
Exactly.
You out at Top Golf. You building relationships.
Yes.
And I think building relationships is more important than even getting sponsorship or whatever the case may be. It's not diluted, the podcast game, because I don't want to crush anybody's dreams, but there's so many people.
There's a lot.
There's so many people doing it.
Yeah.
You kind of like, damn, do I really want to do this?
Right.
Like, am I going to really see this through?
Right.
So that's the tough part about this whole game.
No, for sure. And I know just from the out, well, I guess I won't say outside looking in because I'm in it. But
no, you all the way in. Y'all are all the way in.
No, for sure. But the people ask me that question too when they want to get into the podcast game and they're trying to start it.
What do you say?
You got to commit. You can't just sit there and just grab a whole bunch of microphones and think, like you said, you and your friends, just talking some mess or whatever, and y'all think you just upload and you think it's gonna take off. No, that's not how it goes.
Bro, it's not. And I tell people all the time, I say, if you want to find out if you got any real friends, start a pod. Start a pod. Start a pod, and then
that makes sense.
You see what I'm saying? Because like the thing about it is, like, I guarantee you, Skrills, your people right here. There's a good, easily 20 people that you could call out off the top of your head right now. That you'd be like, why haven't they tapped in with me? Like, why ain't y'all rocking with what I'm doing? You'd be like, yo, why they not rocking with me?
Yeah.
And you can't really focus on that.
Yeah.
Like, the thing you got to focus on, whatever, if it's 3 views or 3,000 views or 300,000 views, it's like, how do I make the experience better for them?
Yeah.
And not focus on why ain't my cousin rocking with me?
Yeah.
Why hasn't my cousin shared my post? Why hasn't my homie that I knew since 6th grade, why he ain't shared my post?
Right.
Don't put no energy into that.
Right.
If you put energy into that, you wasting energy on the people that are rocking with you. Like, okay, we got 3 people rocking with us. How do we make this pod and what we're doing better for those 3 people? So those 3 people each go tell 10 people, and then we turn that into another 90 followers.
Exactly.
Another 30 followers. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's what it's about, man. Like, actually having the drive and the will and the being like, you know what? I'm going to keep going. I don't really care who rocking with me. And the people that are rocking with me, I'm going to make it better every week for you.
For them. Exactly.
That's all it's about, bro.
That makes so much sense. Because I know people that, especially in this game, in this day and age, when it comes to social media, people are sensitive when it comes to
we all are. I'm guilty of it.
Yeah, sometimes me. I know I'll be like, oh, well, such and such like this post and that post, but you're not going to share my pod? Like, yeah.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? You be like, yo, man, like, why are we not, why y'all not rocking with me?
Right.
Like, why y'all not rocking with me? But then, perfect example, my wife has a boutique, and she'll see people shopping on Shein or whatever, and she'd be like, damn.
Yeah.
Y'all shopping with them? Why y'all not shopping with me? And I'll be trying to tell her, like, we can't focus on that.
Right.
We can't focus on that. What we got to focus on is how are we going to make the experience better for the people that are rocking with us.
Yes.
And once you tap into that and you really block out all the other nonsense, then you fine.
Right.
Because you're like, yo, okay, I got a fan base. Let's make this grow.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest bank just walked in. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, No Space, No Cap?
Man, you know what I'm saying? Dibbling and dabbing, same thing going on.
Yeah, that's what's up. When y'all doing the food thing again?
Man, look.
Y'all did, hey, bro, let me
got
tell
a
you
place?
something. I don't know anybody, literally everybody that I follow that's doing the food thing is popping.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, do I need to start eating in this bitch? Do I need to start going and eating chicken tenders and shit? I be like, yo, wait a minute. Like, how these random people got 90,000 followers?
Bruh, hey,
and people
everybody
be-
eat.
Yeah, everybody eat.
Everybody eat.
People love food.
What do you say? Everybody eat.
Especially in the tone.
Come on, man.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, Zah and I will be
But there
back.
was one of y'all that was doing a whole lot and got paused up. I don't remember who it was. It was some chicken.
No, I think it was the glizzy.
It was the glizzy.
Yeah,
It was
the
the glizzy.
And it's him. It's this man. He just be talking flagrant,
Yo,
bro. He
it was
crazy.
The glizzy. It was the glizzy. And No Space was like, yo, chill.
Hey,
And
no-
this is before, don't get it
man.
twisted. Like, we've been doing the pause thing for a minute.
For
but, like,
sure.
I know Cam and Mace made it go viral.
Right,
But
again.
but the glizzy episode was crazy.
Yeah,
A mandatory pause.
Now listen,
Mandatory.
I think I hit the pause quota like that day.
Dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you was all, bro.
Did he?
Bro, you was all the way out of pocket.
Man.
You was all the way out of pocket.
Bro, having him and Quentin in the same room, it is wild when they get. Quentin got to I think we stopped at Arby's. He got to talking about who orders a meat mountain, not a meat mountain.
Yo, chill. Who said that?
Quentin, Q4 shout out my dog. But
Shout out
what are you
Quentin, man.
talking about,
Bro, I'm sitting there laughing. I'm sitting there dying because y'all sitting outside eating, and then yo, my man like, yo, you got to chill.
He going crazy. He speak real flagrant, man. He got to get that together. He got to wrap that up.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I was like, that was funny. Yeah, y'all got to get back to that.
Now
man.
we're gonna get back to it, man. I know the spot that we was talking about getting to. And shout out King Khalid, man.
Shout out to Khalid.
The
for sure. Shout out to Khalid.
Bussin' breakfast.
Yeah. You know
What?
what I'm talking
What's it called?
Bussin' breakfast.
Bussin'.
It's
Bussin'.
in town.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alamo Heights.
I haven't heard of that spot. Y'all got to do that.
Yeah, no, for
Oh, Rudy.
sure.
So this is he's a different artist. You said Cowley because this is a different one. But
This is a
Oh.
different one.
but his family.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, nah, it's
My
cool.
fault.
But his family, black-owned establishment. Shout out to them.
Yes.
They opened up this.
It's like a Waffle House.
Pretty
They
much.
from Atlanta and shit. I'm from the A, so I appreciated
Oh,
that
you
coming
from
out
the
here.
A?
Yeah, yeah. From
Okay,
the
that's what's
Southside.
up. That's what's up. Yo, don't ever correct me again, Skrillex. Don't do that shit. Ever again, bro.
He said you let that shit go.
Nah, man. I didn't
I
want
appreciate
Cowley to be like, why?
But y'all had him up here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both actually.
Both?
Yeah.
So
Both.
wait, what's the difference? Give me the names again.
So well, I mean, both is King Khalid, but his is
Khali.
Khali.
Somebody got to change it.
I might feel away. I'm not. I no disrespect to my man.
Yeah.
But if I'm because again I'm from San Antonio.
Right.
Yeah.
And if I'm
So
I'm Kyle.
Right.
If I'm Kyle,
The Kyle?
if I'm King Kyle, I'm gonna
Lee?
get in my
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
see.
get in my interview bag. If I'm King Kyle, I might feel away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Nah, so yeah, that's a spot. So we've been talking about going up there, but obviously it's a breakfast spot. So
What?
Yeah, my dog Quentin shot that
there.
video too.
It's a matter of waking up and going up there to
fine.
filming. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Some people on different clocks. And
Yeah,
then-
no,
and then,
for sure.
and plus with the 9 to 5, it's kind of like
Nah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
so.
Yeah, because we've been told that we can't work and shit. We live in the era where they be like, yo,
You got a job?
what? Yeah,
I sure do got a job.
yeah.
Crazy.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
when did that?
I got a
again,
job for every kid that I have, and I got 4 of them.
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
it's
for
crazy where we at as a culture.
Right.
I don't even think it's like a black thing. It's just where we at as a culture. I think COVID. Like when we all was sitting at home and everybody got their little stemmy, everybody started hating their gig.
Right.
And we were kind of like, no, fuck that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for
Like,
sure.
I ain't going back to work. Like, well, that's on you.
That's on you.
Nah, for real. And I ain't gonna cap. It kind of was like that before that too. Just like in
You think so?
yeah, because I feel like I'm in a generation probably like right below y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And them, I call them little niggas because all the people that I hung out with when I was 14, my best friends was 18, 24,
Yeah.
like that age.
And they was
you know
moving
what I'm saying?
like that.
Yeah, for sure. They had me player. You know what I'm saying? But like, man, folks would just shout out, man. Oh, I ain't trying to work. I'm trying to do this. All right, fine, fool. But even when you doing all this other stuff, whether it be if you out here trapping, if you trapping, it really works if you have a job.
Yeah.
Because
Facts.
if you trapping and now you just working pack to pack, just like check to check, and it's a whole lot worse. Especially if you smoke. Now you in a hole
Right.
the whole time.
Word.
Because you
makes
can't
sense.
even pay for what you blowing on. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So now you
Damn.
tripping. So you need a job to back that. And if you rapping, rap don't pay. Hate to tell y'all that. You know what I'm saying? Newsflash. It don't really pay like talking about unless you got your business in order. And
Facts.
in order for you to have a
That's
business
real.
acumen put together, it costs. Everything
Yeah.
costs. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some type of funding.
No, yeah. And again, I feel like if you only got one hustle, you only got no hustles.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because even with me, like, people be shocked because, like, you know, yes, is sports talk radio my main income? Absolutely. But I'm going to keep it real. In my mind, I'm trying to live.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to be like, I don't want to be worried about anything. If my wife be like, yo, I want to go here, I want to be able to do it. And I
Absolutely.
can't just do it in one lane.
Right.
No.
So
for
yeah,
sure.
so if like, yeah, you see me doing a side hustle at the cigar spot, or you see me doing a side hustle at the liquor store, you see me doing a side hustle here, yeah, and like, you know what I mean? I move way past that. Like, real freedom is really not giving a damn about what, like, you won't really experience freedom until you really, like, you can say it on Instagram in your caption, but until you really don't give a damn about what people think, you don't have true freedom. You see what I'm saying? Like, you really won't. Like, you really won't have true freedom until you don't care. It's like, yes, I'm over here doing this. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, yeah, I do sports talk radio because, like, in people's minds, they be like, well, you making $250,000. No, I'm not. And two, even if I was, I would still be moving over here trying to get more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, he said it in the first Wall Street. What's your number? More. You know what I mean? Like, well, what's your number to get out the game? More. You see what I'm
I
saying?
like that.
No, for real.
I like that.
More.
I heard some young people talking yesterday. They had some good points, some good speaking points, but they got to a point where they were saying, man, if you rapping and you at this point, I better not see you working at
Bro,
such
I
and
saw
such.
that.
And that when they said that, like,
It was on your live.
Yeah.
and
no disrespect.
no
to dude.
disrespect, no, because like I said, they had a lot of good talking points, and it
I
was just
saw
certain
that.
points where they would kind of throw me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it, like, because people are too caught up with perception. You know, like, I have a mobile detailing company.
Dope.
So you'll see me outside cleaning somebody's car, doing something that somebody would look at as like the bottom of the bottom. Nigga, I'm getting paid.
Right.
Facts.
I'm getting paid.
And that money from this may be going for this. That money from this may be going to this. Like,
That ain't the
people-
only thing I do. As soon as I'm done washing this car, I'm finna go to the crib, take a shower. Then I got a haircut I got to tend to. After that, later on in the day, I got to shoot a video for somebody. Like, I'll be moving. People be tripping. So you gonna see me do all of that.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. No disrespect to your mans.
Talk.
But I was shocked when your man said that.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, if you got 40,000 followers, and I don't want to misquote him, I'm paraphrasing.
For sure.
I bet not see you doing XYZ. Well,
Sorry to break it to you.
The followers don't
because,
equate to no
like
paper.
my man just said, so my haircut money goes here.
Yeah.
My detail money goes here. This money for this comes to me. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's financial planning.
Right.
It's financial planning, and you got to earn your blessings.
Talk
You see what I'm
about it.
saying? Like, if you don't get up every day and put one foot in front of the other, like, you never gonna run into it. And like, my man may run into somebody on the detail spot that put him on a play.
Yeah.
My man might
That
run into
happens
somebody
very often.
You see what I'm saying? My man might get a haircut. You might run into somebody at your joint that puts you on a different play.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you don't. Every time you leave the house, you're not gonna come home with a bag.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you talking about building relationships.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And just meeting people and building. And then you go from there. So like, yo, no, I'm not, nothing is beneath me.
Yeah.
Nothing's beneath me. I don't care what I'm doing.
That's a fact.
And that's the real bag. People think the bag is monetary, but that's like what they would say. It's a
Right.
financial thing. But when
Right.
I be saying I'm in my bag, I'm talking about I'm really working at my highest frequency. I'm like
Facts.
peaking.
Facts.
I'm really doing what I
Yes.
gotta do. So whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? That's getting to the bag. So when you go out there and you make these relationships with people, because that's necessary to what you're trying to do, whatever it is.
Whatever it
is
is.
pivotal.
Yeah.
You know
Whatever
what I'm
it
saying?
is.
All hustles, like, they all have the same foundation business acumen. You got to do the same thing across the board, no matter what it is.
No matter what it is, you got to give it 110%.
110. You got to wake up every day. And my thing is, the crazy thing is, if you're not willing to do it for yourself, it's somebody willing to pay you some bullshit for it.
Facts. That's a fact too.
And then, but then you gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to have to do
I don't
it.
wanna have to do it.
And if they feel like they can stop paying you and let you go.
Right.
So how does that feel?
Right.
And now you back to square one where you have to figure it out and just wake up, do the same intent that you have when you working with somebody else. Wake up when you don't want to wake up. I be telling folks all the time, man, I stay up late and I wake up very early.
Yeah.
You can talk to me at 8 in the morning or 3 in the morning.
Yeah, late nights, early mornings.
Man.
So I agree with everything y'all saying, but what are y'all thoughts on, like, because there's certain artists who like perpetually have this image of like, I don't have a job. You feel me? Like, I want people to actually think I don't have a job.
They got a job.
You know what I'm saying?
But they for sure have a job.
But I think, and I forgot homie who said that, what y'all said, but like, I think he worded it in a very broad sense, but I think there is artists out here who like portray themselves as a certain way, but then those, when you see them, you're like, yo fam, your whole image is not this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in my old head, absolutely. But I do get where we at. Like, that's a perception thing.
Yes.
That's a perception thing, and it's like,
I blame social media for it.
No,
but-
not even social media. It's people. Y'all have been conditioned to believe that that's bad. When people like, oh man, you're a big rapper, but I see you doing this. You see me getting some money?
right. You're right.
What are you talking? What is there's no argument.
Yeah.
Right.
You spending your paper and you seeing me getting some paper. We have
Right.
nothing to be talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I agree with you 1,000%.
I be thinking people are crazy when they're like, man, you're a rapper. I shouldn't be doing what?
Right.
Rap don't last. So I should be doing everything that I can, even with that name. And then let you be a famous rapper and you work somewhere like at a HEB. All right, for example, Eliza 1K. She was at Whataburger for a very long time.
Very long time.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
She
Even after the bubble was still at Whataburger.
right. Yeah. When Kim shouted her out, when Kim Kardashian shouted her out, she was still at Whataburger doing her
No
thing,
shit.
and she was doing her thing on TikTok. You know, like brands was like flooding, you know, her with stuff for her to advertise and stuff like that. But yeah, she was still getting to her Whataburger bag. You know what I'm saying?
I respect
It's guaranteed
that.
money.
I respect that more than I respect somebody lying about it.
That's what I'm saying. But
Right.
I feel like that's why our blessings kind of moved in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To the point where you don't have to work there no more.
Right.
Yeah.
It's everybody else trying to cut it off too early. Like, oh no, I'm above this. No, player.
And at the end of the day, like, when you get up and the person you look at when you brushing your teeth, it's nothing worse than looking at yourself and knowing you live in a lie. So you still
Talk about it.
You got to wake up and look at that dude that you see when you brushing your teeth. And like, if you lying to him, like, you lost.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You lost. You know what I'm saying? So like, nah, man, I'll tell you right now, like, yeah, right now I got a commercial cleaning company. I do sports talk radio. My wife has a mobile boutique, and I do part-time at this liquor store
Yeah.
because the liquor store is one of my sponsors on the radio. So we got a bond.
Oh,
and, like,
by all means, yeah.
right.
Come on now. Look,
So,
It makes sense.
We building.
Yeah.
That's
We
how you're
building.
supposed to do
We
it.
That's how-
building.
that's how you're supposed to do it.
He got 9 liquor stores.
Talk about
You
it.
see what I'm saying? Like, yo, yeah, I want to be around him because he's doing better than me.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
He's doing better than me. So I want to be around people that's making moves, that's trying, and like, I don't want to be around the people that's, again, I'm 46 right now, though. I can't speak on to somebody that's 24. At 24, I wasn't who I am right now.
Sure.
So at 46, yeah, I see the world differently.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, I got to do this and I got to do that, but it is what it is. It's got you make it ends meet.
Right. And I think once a person gets to that point where they have to make ends meet, that's when it makes sense. But why not learn that now?
I was just about to say, if
You know what I'm saying?
the stuff that he's telling you right now, if you're 24 and you're taking in this 46 information at 24, what does your 46 look like?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what's really important.
Because-
That's the most important thing.
Because then that's when you start looking at the Jay-Z's and things of that nature. When you have that mindset in your 20s, you know what I mean? Stacking up your funds and getting to the bag.
Right.
However, then imagine what your 46 is going to look like.
I think that's where this whole epidemic of like anxiety and depression is kicking in, because we kick a whole lot of the success, but not the journey at all. No one really speaks on the journey
We
too
only
much.
post the journey.
Or post the journey.
right.
But
We
that's
only
what I'm
post
saying.
the success,
Exactly.
not the
Yes,
journey.
yes.
Right, my bad. I said it
So
wrong.
it's one of them things where they're just on like, I don't have this, I don't have that. And when you realize you kind of putting yourself on a timeline, even though you shouldn't even do that, because
No.
everybody has their own journey. But like, people intend to do that just by comparison. And once you end up doing stuff like that in that nature, you move a little janky. Now you feel like I ain't done this, I ain't done that. But whole time you weren't taught like the stuff. If you want to be here by this, you got to be doing this way back then.
Right.
Facts. You got to do it right now.
Like
you
people,
right now.
you seeing people flourish at 40. That the seeds were planted at 30, 32.
Right.
Yeah. Yo, no, for sure. Like that timeline thing, because even with me, and I regret it now, but as we all did,
Sure.
I rapped. But when I hit 30, I told my man, like, I'm 30. I quit.
What?
You see what I'm saying? I was like, bro, what are we doing?
Right.
I'm 30. So that's stupid.
I hear what you say. Yeah.
That's stupid.
Right.
Like that was the dumbest
That's
thing.
crazy because now you could have been speaking the best of your stuff at that point in time.
Right.
So now
Right.
you coming from a different
just-
aspect.
You just look at like you looking at the world like, dang, like when you look at like again, what we talking about, what 2-3% of what we see on the internet is real.
Right.
If that, you see what I'm saying? So you're like, well, damn, he was already moving at 25. Like I'm already 30. I need to do something else.
Yeah.
Like that's where we get caught up.
Exactly.
Like, oh, I ain't, I don't already have 3 mixtapes all over the world. I ain't gone viral. I'm not popping.
That's just rapper mind. No other
It
genre
is.
feels
It
like
is.
Nobody else
Yes,
feels
it
like.
is.
What's the big country dude name?
Jelly Roll?
Jelly Roll.
How
Right.
old
He
is
used to
Jelly-
rap.
Yeah, how old is Jelly Roll?
He's
I don't know.
like
but
in
he
his
like-
30s. He's in his 30s.
And he just got
Might
like,
be in his 40s.
he got like a country music award just
Yeah.
recently.
He's
He
38
said-
years old.
38.
Yeah, and he just said like, yo, I just started this.
Right.
Yeah, he used to rap. He was like
He was a rapper?
Yeah, I seen a viral video of him wearing baggy clothes, rapping like H-Town style rap.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Scrolls real
Wow.
quick. I was gonna say, can you pull up his Grammy speech?
There is something poetic about a 39-year-old man winning New Artist of the Year. I don't know where you're at in your life or what you're going through, but I want to tell you to keep going, baby. I want to tell you success is on the other side of it. I want to tell you it's going to be okay. I want to tell you that the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror for a reason, because what's in front of you is so much more important than what's behind you.
Facts.
Let's party, Nashville!
Facts.
Yeah, man. It hit me the same way every time.
Every time.
Yeah,
Every time.
It hasn't got old yet.
Hey, no, look,
Nah.
you could tell by the way that came out, that wasn't even like no pre-notion thing. He just felt you got to get that off your heart.
Right.
Man.
Yeah, he wanted to say that for a while, and I think
He was a vessel.
yeah, it's the same with this. With me and the sports talk radio thing, it's like, yo, I've been at this since 04.
Yeah.
It's 23, so I've been at this 19 years, and I'm still local. I'm still local. I haven't gotten no national shot yet, and I'm not blaming the industry. I'm not blaming white people. I'm not blaming anybody. It's just the way things go, man.
Sure.
And are you gonna keep up and keep going? You know what I mean? And and sometimes you got to sit back and be like, one, you got to sometimes pat yourself on the back, like, yo, I'm still here.
Still here.
I'm
Now I was
still
gonna say,
here.
listen,
Right.
come on,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I'm still here, but the thing about it is, you don't know when your Jelly Roll moment is coming.
Facts.
But you never know if you quit.
there you go.
You see what I'm saying? Everything that we wish for is behind the work we putting off. So the more stuff you put off, the harder it's gonna be for you to find what it is that you're looking for. So I'm like, I'm still at it. 19 years. Yeah, are there some things I wish would have went differently? Yeah, I'm in San Antonio. It is what it is. Like there's some things, we only got one team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're in Houston with 5 teams. You're in Dallas with 5 teams. Maybe things go different, but it's a lot harder to infiltrate that industry.
Yeah.
But you got to just keep up and keep going, and then you got to find other hustles while you keep this going.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
It's consistency. Are you willing to wake up and make that commitment each and every single day? Because some people ain't built for it. You know what
No,
I mean?
and I'm happy that this is here, because again, I may get the wild hair one day and be like, yo, I've built up enough of following in the city where I'll just do this.
Yeah.
And not, because you don't need, and I know you know this as an artist, like you don't need radio. Like it's a plus.
Sure.
In my industry, yes, it's a plus, but you don't need it.
Yeah.
I don't know, was it my man? I remember they had a conversation, one of them podcasts in Atlanta. The dude that was in the Superfly movie, Big ATL, what's his name?
Big Bang, you talking
Big
about
Bang.
the,
Big Bang.
Oh, the Big
Hey,
Facts
Big
podcast.
Bang be speaking some truth.
Big
Come
Bang.
on,
Yeah.
man.
on the-
I love Big Bang, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, yeah, we don't need radio, but in our minds, like, yeah, there's a bigger bag. It probably could tour more but you don't need it.
Sure.
So like these platforms that y'all have, that y'all developed, like, yo, this is a plus. Like, this is dope. You know what I mean? Like, I may, like, who knows? At sometime soon, I may just go the pod route.
I was gonna say, how come you haven't yet?
one is time. Two, if I do it, I got to do it.
You got to do it right too.
You got
feel that.
You know what I'm saying? You got to really do it. Like if I'm gonna tell you, like, yo, every Monday we're gonna do this. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday we're gonna do this. I want to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then one, you know, and then two, you know, finding the backing. I have gotten used to. I've gotten used to a certain way of how things work on my end, as far as like people paying for my time. Mm-hmm. And if you go the pod route, it's like being an independent MC.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, all right, now everything's coming out of my pocket until I get on my feet. So,
right.
But no, that's definitely something I'm looking into.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It ain't gonna start out like this.
I mean, you never know.
It could.
It could if you talk to the right people.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'm gonna have 3 cameras and somebody running and 2 people shooting and a big ass TV in here. Like, yo, this is crazy.
You might.
For me,
It
for
could.
me again.
You might. It could.
Because even my radio station don't look like this.
Yeah.
We on StreamYard on my laptop. You feel me? Like it don't look like this. I'm just being real. Like I don't hide nothing. I don't have no problem. I'm comfortable in my skin. I don't have no problem telling y'all what y'all doing is dope.
Yeah, thank you.
appreciate
We appreciate that, man.
Because I know I'm dope.
Nah, for
When
sure.
you know you dope, you don't have no problem being like, yo, man, you dope.
For sure.
When you know you
No,
dope.
for sure. And I feel like that's what a lot of people's problem in the city is. That's why it don't get to there, because a lot of people like, man, I'm the dopest. It doesn't matter, bro.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Even if you are.
Even if you are, like, it ain't gonna do shit for nobody else.
Right. Yeah.
So chances are it ain't gonna do nothing for you.
Right.
And I think, and you coming from Atlanta, you probably know. Where you from?
I'm born and raised here.
Okay. You went to where? MacArthur?
Judson.
Oh, damn. Unfortunate.
I was gonna say it too. You made a Roosevelt comment. I was like,
I went to the belt. Yeah, but because it's so few of us,
Right.
we feel like it's not a lot of spots, so we don't share no game.
Right.
We don't share no connects. We just like hugging it.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I ain't got where I want to be. I can't help out No Cap. I can't help out Mazi. I can't help out Skrill. Like, I got to get to where I want to be before I give any game, not knowing that nobody in this world got to where they want to be without some backing and some help and some support.
collaboration of some
type
support.
of collaboration, bro.
Yes.
We can't get to where we're going with no help. Like, it's impossible. But
That
you know,
competition stuff that's played.
especially in San Antonio with black folks.
That's a fact,
it's played, bro. It's played out.
I don't understand where, especially in one of the convos that we was in the group chat this morning.
Yeah.
You know, speaking about, you know, artists that's like, well, if they would put some money behind me, they would push it forward. It was me, and and I'm like, why does everybody make it about themselves?
Don't nobody want to have no conversation with nobody
just
talking about me.
Just be
know what I'm
realistic.
saying?
Be realistic, and the person that maybe has a little bit of motion, get behind that guy, and we push them together. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I don't know. I've never been on that end of it.
Sure.
As far as like, okay, well, let me fall back. And let me let No Cap. Let's let No Cap be the face of it. Like, perfect example.
But not even that. You wouldn't even have to fall back if everybody just collaborated. If
Collaborated.
everybody on their shit, it wouldn't
Now I
have to be.
understand where you're coming from.
And that's where Atlanta thrived.
Right.
Facts.
Everybody was hot, and at a specific level, you had the Pee Wee, Long Ways, Young Thug. They weren't on the biggest level, but they were collaborating nonstop with the Migos and all these other people, and they were all in the same, and they all rose together.
But the big dogs was reaching back.
Exactly.
The people that would pop would reach back.
And I think that's the problem too. I've always said, and I've said this.
Is there somebody to fucking reach back, like, for real though? I feel like we be putting too much pressure on people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
True that.
What can somebody really do? Let's be for real.
If you're not really doing what
Everybody
you're
be
supposed to
looking
do on
at certain people and being like, "Oh man, he don't do this. He don't do this." Homes really don't do shit. You know what I'm saying?
True.
True.
And not just a specific person. I'm just saying, like, in general, we saying, "Oh, he could do this for me. He could do that for me." He
don't
probably
really
don't know
owe you
how to
shit.
do, not even owe you nothing. He probably don't know how to do shit.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's true.
So
That's facts.
you can't hold it on another man's head.
No, for sure. No, I don't think anybody owes you anything, or like you said, even know how to. Like, yeah, because people ask me that. Like, I'll get kids and they're at UTSA, and they're like, well, you know, what can you do? I'm like, in my mind, so just exactly what he just said, bro, I'm still figuring it out. So I don't know what to tell you other than like, yo, just start your own thing. This way, if your shot come, you have a catalog of things that you can show people that you've already been moving.
True.
You know what I mean? Versus just the degree. Which nothing wrong with the degree.
Nothing wrong with the
But
degree.
look, that's exactly what I tell people. Like when people ask me for like specific stuff, like what to do, I can't give you. My thing is, this is what I tell everybody. Because I got an artist who want me to manage them. I talk to them all the time. But this is what it all boiled down to. Prepare for opportunity, fam. That's it.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
It sounds cliche, but it's real.
It's real.
Because if you're preparing for opportunity, you got to do this. Is a consistent thing. You got to do it every day.
Yeah.
Like, and what like my thing is, if you have an opportunity in mind, now you kind of gauge what you got to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. And in the sports talk realm, in my lane, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, you watch all the games, you pick some games right, but I can get a hamster and put a Cleveland Brown helmet and a Pittsburgh Steelers helmet and tell the hamster to go pick, and the hamster gonna get it right 50% of the time.
Right.
It's not about who's right or wrong. Stephen A's wrong all the time. Charles Barkley is wrong all the time.
Right.
Shannon Sharp is wrong all the time. They're multimillionaires because they're entertainers. They're entertainers, bro.
Right.
So like, it is what it is. Like, okay, yeah, you know sports, but who wants to listen to you talk about sports?
Facts.
That's what I tell people. They're like, man, you had this wrong. Me in my business, being wrong, my ratings are higher because now everybody's tuned in to hear me eat crow.
Right.
They want, I got to hear Rudy.
I got to hear Rudy.
He was dead ass wrong about my Cowboys last night. They won the game. Now I got to go hear what he said. Who cares?
Right.
Like, what are you doing to get better at your craft? And what do you bring to the table that Mazi doesn't bring to the table?
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that because it's so oversaturated, like podding and sportscast, it's the new rapper.
Yeah.
Like, everybody wants in this lane. Like, even, hell, you talk about Gilly, you talk about Nori, like all these rappers turn podcasters with no experience. They just turn on the mic and they got all these relationships and these people are coming on their platform and
just
telling stories.
That's it.
And I'm like, damn, Bleak on Drink Champs. I'm like, Bleak, you went viral, bro. You could have did that on your own.
Right.
Like, they had nothing. No disrespect to Nori and them. Like,
sure.
It's dope. It's a dope platform. But I'm like, yo, bro, you could have did that yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you was with The Rock.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, what are you doing and what are you going to bring to the table that's different that's going to put you in this space?
I think what you're saying correlates side to side with the music industry. A lot of the people jump in this rap game doing what's hot right now. I'm like, that's not going to get you noticed. How can you break the mold to stand yourself out?
It's hard to get in that lane.
It is. It is hard.
It's hard,
but
bro.
and that's where it comes. I think that's when it comes to, are you prepared to sit there and find your sound, to find your sound and create your sound to stand out from everybody else? Because the J. Cole's, obviously he could rap, but he has his sound. Kendrick Lamar, he has his sound. He could rap. Young Thug, when he came in the game, he had his own sound. He had his own unique sound. And he could rap. He broke the mold.
But with Thug, I think Thug came in kind of sounding a little bit like Wayne did, but then he found his own.
He found his thing.
I think Fab sounded like Mace, but then he found his own thing.
But you see the pattern.
I see what you're saying, right?
You see the pattern. Everybody found their own.
People have a template that they take from greatness and then kind of build on their own. You know what I'm saying? But you got to, with you doing that, you kind of got to take more swings and attempts. This is why I tell artists all that, like going to the studio shit, that's dead. You tripping. You wasting your paper.
I'm out of touch. I thought that's what it was.
No, look,
you had to record all day, every day.
Peep game. But that's going to the studio. Like recording, you don't technically even have to go to the studio to do that.
Facts.
Yeah.
I got everything that the studio would have. I have it at the house. So I can nonstop work every day, all day. Anytime I got a little quick break, a little quick 10, 15, 20 minutes, instead of just bullshitting, I'm going to go mess with some music real quick. And with you doing that every day, I'm gonna find my sound a lot quicker than the next man who, I gotta get this money real quick so I can pay for some more studio time. And then you get in the studio, you got like 8 niggas with you, y'all in there bullshitting, smoking weed and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to laugh, kiki, and play. And now you going in there rapping something that you done wrote on your phone because you prepared, but what did you really experiment with? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then if you have a professional engineer in there, you only using half his time because he in there recording you while you in there bullshitting, like a lot of these rappers punch in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So now you spending the majority of your time just creating the record. The engineer, he don't even really got time to do his actual craft, which is mix the record. You done spent the majority of the time that you paid for just creating the song. So now he gonna give you a clean little something in 15, 20 minutes and go. versus you just having your music already done at the crib, go in with the songs that you know for sure are the good ones,
you like,
and then have him mix it from there. So he spent an hour mixing versus an hour sitting there listening to you bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
There you go.
It's different ways to work it. People just don't like, but that's like working an actual job. You got to get up and put them hours in the studio every day. You know what I'm saying?
Are you willing to wake up and put that 10,000 hours in?
Yeah, but people can't afford to do it because they want to spend money on studio time and stuff like that. You got to put that 10,000 hours in for real.
For real.
Yeah, man. This whole thing, man. The whole social influencer, rapper, podcaster, brand ambassador. We living in crazy times.
It is.
All them people the same. It's just under the same umbrella. Entertainer at the end of the day.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And not even, I don't even want to say actually, we would just say entertainer because influencer, entertainer, same
Creating
thing.
content.
Content creator, yeah, for sure.
Because y'all got that down.
Thank you.
I'll give y'all that. I'll give
Appreciate
y'all
it.
that. Like,
Appreciate that.
I'll be wanting
Appreciate
to
that.
watch it. I'm like, damn.
Nah, listen.
Yeah, Skrills be cooking. You be having
Dog,
grits
he
in
be
the bowl.
cooking, dog.
Cooking,
Like,
dog.
yo.
He be cooking. I ain't gonna cap.
Because in my mind, I be like,
Appreciate
yo, I need that.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be like the screen be shaking,
Yeah.
and then it go to something else, and then I'm like, yo, let's go. Like I ain't just saying that because I'm here. Like I wouldn't even be here if I wasn't a fan. Like I'm a fan.
Nah, I appreciate
I'm a
that
fan
for
of the
sure.
music. I'm a fan of the pod. I'm a fan of the edits. Like I'm literally a fan, and I'm comfortable saying that out loud.
No, thank you, man.
I appreciate that,
Nah,
man.
man, I mean, but listen, like you dope yourself, man.
Nah,
you put
bro,
that
I-
10,000 hours in yourself to do what you do.
10,000
Is
hours
that
has
the
definitely
hours?
been put
Is that
in.
the hours?
That's the gauge. That's the
what it's supposed to
gauge.
be?
Whatever,
Okay.
that's the gauge, the 10,000
Is that what they
hours.
telling us?
They say when you master your craft, you put 10,000 hours in.
Yeah, I mastered the craft.
Okay.
I
sure.
mastered the
Well,
craft.
well, then you put well over.
Yeah, you know,
You
I'm-
punch that clock for
yeah,
real.
I'm literally like in a lot of. I talk to Mike McCarthy every Friday.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
I get tired of people acting like that's normal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, talk your shit,
to
man.
talk my shit. Like, yo, that's not normal.
Nah, man.
Like Mike McCarthy don't call you. Like he don't know you by your. Like it's a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like me
That's
and
dope.
me and Pop tight.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like me and Coach Traylor, that's my guy. You just had Cephas. Like, you
Yeah.
know, those are
Yeah.
Prince of the City, Frank Harris, like them, like
Yeah.
I really do it.
You do this.
Like
Let me
I'm
know,
sure,
man.
I'm
Let
sure,
me know.
I'm sure at some point that we all feel like that, and I think that's what, and we call him crazy, but that's where I think Ye separated himself by like speaking stuff into existence. Like
Yeah.
ain't nothing wrong with telling everybody sometimes that you nice.
Nah, for sure.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like I know, we supposed to be humble.
Sure.
We're
And
not, though. We're
and
not.
I'm humble. We all are.
Right.
I can tell we all are. But you also have to let people know so they don't play with your value.
No, you're supposed
Facts.
you're supposed to act humble. You're not supposed to be humble because when you are
we gotta
humbled
be
in the
humble
mind,
a little bit though.
A
yeah,
little
no.
bit.
When you're humbled in your mind, though, you're not thinking as highly of yourself as you need to. You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
that's deep.
So, like, I look at the actual words, not just what people say, because a lot of these are just hot words that people come up with, like narcissists don't even know the definition, gaslighting. A lot of this stuff is just
Yeah, I'd be
they
like,
hear
what
from
is
people
that?
and they
I'd be like,
regurgitate
what does that
it.
mean?
So when people are saying like humble, yes, you act humble amongst the people toward other people, but in your mind, be the narcissist because you should think highly of yourself. That's why people walk around with their head down depressed and shit now because you don't even think highly of
that makes
yourself.
sense.
Because you feel like, oh, I think highly of myself. I'm a bad person. No, you're not a bad person. You don't need to treat other people like shit.
Right.
Right.
You thinking highly of yourself doesn't mean you need to be a butthole to people.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That doesn't equate to that. You know what I'm
makes
saying?
sense.
People just think that goes hand in hand from other situations and people that they've met. That's not necessarily the case.
That's deep.
Yeah.
So they want you, man, walk around with your head down and just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but that,
for sure.
but with you doing that, now people treat you like that, and now you're upset. Like, why are people treating me like less than? You know what I'm saying?
That's the energy you giving off.
Exactly.
yeah.
And you don't have to, like I said, y'all quote me on that. You don't have to be an asshole to actually think highly of yourself. Those two, like those, don't necessarily have to go together.
That deserves a
Nah, I was gonna say. Well,
Yeah, that deserves one.
Yeah, nah, that's one of them. For
Yeah,
sure.
that deserves one.
Come on, man.
Yeah, no, because people people just talk, but I actually listen for understand. I don't listen for response. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me and my wife go through that. Where I'll be like, "Yo, babe, you gotta let me talk. You gotta let me talk. Like, you just want to get stuff off your chest, babe. Like, yo, let me tell you what I'm thinking.
Nah,
You know what
for
I'm saying?
sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Man, you down to get into some sports real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
All right.
y'all gonna be schooling me because I.
No, that's cool. What we doing?
Well, I mean, Skrills, this is where y'all two could have y'all's That was powwow with the Spurs and all that.
Oh man,
Because I'm not a Spurs fan right now. Because I mean,
what are you? You're a Laker fan, right? Yeah, I heard Keldon. I heard Keldon tell you if he see you in a LeBron
It's gonna be a problem.
it's gonna be smoke. He said
It's gonna be a problem.
He said it's gonna be smoke.
And I'm gonna hold him to it.
Yo, shout out to
Shout out
KJ.
to the
what's
big
happening?
three for sure.
Yeah, shout out to KJ.
For
Shout
sure.
out to KJ. But
Yeah.
no, with the Spurs, man, it's disappointing thus far.
Sure.
Only because you're talking about the biggest prospect
Ever.
in all of sports.
Ever.
And you've lost 13 in a row.
Now check that.
But at the same time, he's 19.
Right.
I don't know if they care about winning or do they care about just getting better. So that's where we're at, like, as far as what we're talking about. Like, okay, are they really trying to be better right now, or are they trying to actually win? If they're actually trying to win, then it's disappointing. But if they're just focused on getting better, all right, then let's figure it out. Like last night, they lost to the Hawks. Well, I don't know when this is going to air, but they lost to the Hawks. Good loss.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Good loss.
Bad.
Yeah. Say it again. No, I like how you repeated it. I sure appreciate it.
Ice Tray.
Man,
Ice Tray. Ice Tray. Yeah, Ice Tray. I forgot my man from the A. So, no, man, it is what it is.
And people, look, what you said, we don't hear that often. So I appreciate it.
I rock with Trey. They got DeJounte
Not even the
over there.
Trey. You said they lost to the Hawks. People, they
No,
don't usually be
that's not
saying
said
that.
much. That ain't said much. Not a lot of times do people say that.
Nah, for sure, man. Nah, I think when it comes to the Spurs, matter of fact, let me ask you this question since you're here.
What up?
When it comes to the Spurs fans, I think that's why I have.
Here we go. Let's get to it.
I have a strong dislike for the Spurs 9 times out of 10 because of the fans, and that's because
And what part about the fans bothers you?
And I won't talk about this team. Well, no, we can talk about the team now. Yeah, 'cause I'm okay. My blood's boiling now. Okay, so when the Spurs were winning,
Yes.
I think a lot of these fans are spoiled. Right?
Fact.
And no other team, and sure you can feel this way, but no other team was better than the Spurs in their mindset. Right? So there was this one guy I had a rift with. He was telling me this is like the time I think the Warriors and the Cavs were in the finals. I'm not sure which year it was.
They were playing every year.
Right, they were playing each other every year. And he was telling me Golden State ain't good. I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, bro, there's no other all-star on that team than Steph Curry. Name one. I was like, Klay Thompson.
Yeah, what
he
you
was
talking
like,
about?
what are you talking? I was like, what are you talking? Klay Thompson, what are you talking? He's one of the best shooters in the league at the time.
During their dynasty, he was an all-star.
Right. He was like, he's not better than Ginobili. All right, fam. What are we talking about? So every player on the Spurs was just not, like Curry was obviously the best player on that team, but everybody else on that roster was not better than the Spurs. Fam, you're delusional. What are you talking about? And that's why I don't like Spurs a lot.
So
because
you don't
of
have
the
a
fans.
problem with the Spurs.
Now?
You have a problem with the fan base, and that's how I am with LeBron.
Okay.
Like it took
Oh, me too.
It took me years to realize I don't got no beef with Bron.
Man.
I got a beef with their Bron fans.
So when LeBron
I don't
first
got no
came,
beef with LeBron. My beef is with LeBron fans and how it's an insult if we don't roll out the red carpet and say he's the best and his
Thank
wife's
you.
the most. Like I have more of a problem with his fan base.
yes.
Like LeBron's that guy in all aspects.
and
but his
obviously-
fan base, before they brush their teeth,
Not even
before they cook
LeBron in real life is a great guy.
great dude.
Like off the court, you are an amazing brother.
that guy.
But on the court, you are a pansy. I can't, man. He be doing that soft ass. Look, hey, we ain't even gonna do that. You remember that game that they was playing after the fight that we watched?
Oh yeah.
Man, all that extra. Man, come on now. Hey, that boy's a good acting ass nigga, man.
Yeah, no, he is.
He needs an Oscar.
is,
That boy,
bro.
I'm talking about training day out there.
It's just crazy. to
Pelican
me.
Bay baller.
Yeah, it's crazy to me that LeBron fans take it as an insult
Right.
if you say one person is better than him. Like
Right.
that's not an insult to say that you're the second best player to Michael Jordan. How is that an insult? That's like saying, like if I were telling you, Maz, or if I'm telling my man No Cap, I'm like, yo, Cap, you nice, but you not as nice as 3 Stacks. And he's insulted. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, what?
That's crazy. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
You'd be like, yo, good looks, bro.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. Like, yo, Cap, you nice, but you not, you ain't T.I., you ain't Jeezy. He'd be like, yo, and everybody in the real world, you'd be like, thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole bunch of other cats that means he's better than.
Exactly.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's my only beef. So I know where you're coming from, because Spur fan, during their dynasty, they got a little annoying.
They did.
They got a little annoying. Like, oh, well, we don't scream and yell. We don't beat our chest. we're gentlemen, this and that. I get where the Spurs.
Sorry,
Right.
Rudy. What did you call it again?
What?
During our what?
Oh, dynasty.
Thank you, appreciate you.
It was a dynasty. It was a dynasty.
All right, yeah, just making
What?
sure.
Wait, I know this. I know Mozzie didn't say it. I know you're not one of them
I've
people
been told. I've been told.
By Mozzie?
Nah, I
Oh,
can't
Lee.
remember him, but I've heard a lot. They,
Bro,
they're not a dynasty.
99, 03, 05, 07, that's a dynasty.
Facts. They just the whole we ain't go back to back. And what? So what's that mean?
No, they didn't go back
That
to
y'all not a
back.
dynasty.
You see what I'm saying?
You tweaking them a lot of good
Skrills.
years.
Yo, Skrills. Don't even entertain that, bro. That's a dynasty. 5 chips in that many years is a dynasty.
And you know what?
Knock it off.
And we never had one in a bubble either. So
Well, the bubble chip, and that's the other thing.
that don't count for sure.
The bubble chip, and then that,
What's wrong with the bubble chip? Why you don't like the bubble?
If you hoop at Disney World, like I think,
bro?
You know.
There's
Listen,
no fans.
I'm
There's
sorry,
no
I'm-
fans. There's no travel. Okay, you never have to go to Denver in the thin air. We saw what happened when they played Denver last year when they had to go that thin air.
They ran out of gas,
They
for
ran-
sure.
It's different. You sleep. You go into the same bed every night. You ain't getting on no planes.
Okay, yeah, everybody got a hoop. And they didn't. The Lakers did. What we talking about?
You're not counting that Mickey Mouse chip, are you?
I'm absolutely counting the Mickey Mouse
Yeah,
chip.
absolutely.
Listen, I'm sorry that the Spurs and everybody else went down to Disneyland and left with some Mickey Mouse ears and y'all didn't win the chip.
Bro, if
What
you
that-
look
what
on the
that got to
back-
do with the Lakers?
If you look on the back of that chip, there's Daffy Ducks on there. Goofy. You know what I'm saying?
a whole lot of goofies.
Yeah, you know
Whole
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
goofies, that's
There's a whole
crazy.
lot of goofies on the back of that, bro. Like
Gloves and big
Yo,
shoes
wow.
in them joints.
Bro, yeah.
Look, championship city. Look, Dodgers won that year and the Lakers won that year. Well, put some respect on our names, man.
And neither one of them done nothing since.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But no, shout out to the Lakers. That's a iconic franchise.
and I think another problem I have with the Spurs fans too
Uh-oh.
is now
It's
that
a long
I
list
was just
of
about to
things,
say, he
Ma.
getting them gripes out.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
what's-
no,
Go ahead.
yeah, good. No, because I'm about to really talk. Sorry, Sean. I'm about to talk my stuff real quick. Why are the Spurs fans? Why do they hate Pop now?
So I had a rant about this the other day.
They tweak for turn on pop.
Last
You don't do that to
Wednesday.
They
pop.
tweaking like this man really didn't bring 5 championships to the
OG,
city.
triple OG.
I'm gonna tell you the problem.
But I know once he, I guess, jumped into politics and all that and said
That
what
was
he
it.
said.
Once he hated Trump and once he was cool with Kaepernick,
Yeah,
it was like, oh, we ain't rocking with you. But for 20 years, y'all let him say.
y'all let him slide. Y'all let him say
He
whatever.
treated the media crazy. He treated the fans crazy. Soon as he said
they
he wasn't
ate it
rocking,
up.
as soon as he wasn't rocking with Trump, they wrote him off. They wrote him off.
Which makes absolutely no sense to me.
Yeah, because Stephanie and Darren at the call center can have their opinion,
Right.
but not Pop and LeBron. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It makes and that's
But him
Go ahead.
grabbing the mic and saying don't boo.
don't boo Kawhi.
That's
Okay,
wild.
give me your opinion on that, man.
The craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
All the booing, let these guys play. It's got no class. It's not who we are. Knock off the booing.
I've been covering
never-
Pop for a long time.
That's a first for. I think the first for many of us, like seeing a coach go to the microphone and grab and just be like, "Hey,
I was like, what?
don't boo, stop booing Kawhi. We're a better city. We're a better franchise than that."
Don't boo the dude that didn't want to be here?
What out of boo you boo this man? Soon as Pop said that,
Bro.
boo this man.
Nobody cheers on their ex. Everybody
Right.
want their
You
ex-
feel me?
Yeah, everybody want their ex to be with somebody terrible.
Right.
Man, what
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not rooting for my ex.
at all?
I was like, Pop
Girl,
tripping.
fuck you and die.
But when you 74 though,
Yeah.
you don't have no filter.
Right.
74 is the same as 5. The two people that'll tell you the truth is a toddler
Yeah.
and an old person.
Man,
Facts.
what?
Facts.
Oh my god.
They'll tell you the truth. You know what I'm
Kids say
saying?
the damnest thing.
Kids are like, yo,
Right.
yeah, you should hear some of the stuff my 5-year-old tell me. Like, Dad, you a little fat. Oh, damn. Okay. Thank you, baby. I won't have another taco tomorrow.
No bull.
Yeah, they real.
No, for sure, man. But yeah, that was my little beef with the Spurs fans. And
So
then,
so you a Laker fan?
yeah,
Since
to the
when?
core. Since I grew up in the household, because my pops is from South Central.
Oh, dope.
My pop's from South Central LA. My mom is from a small country town, Campbell. But growing up in a household, there was no Spurs fans in the house. My obviously my pops was a Laker fan. My mother was a big Jordan guy, fun fact, side story. She took my Jordan rookie card and kept it in her wallet, saying that was her husband. I finally found it years later, and I put it in a plastic sleeve to just try to preserve whatever is left of it.
Where's that car?
What's it worth?
I haven't looked it up. I'm scared to look it up.
Is it in good shape?
The corners are kind of there's some coffee stains, you know what I'm saying, and bent corners.
Authenticity.
Yeah,
That's authentic. That's as real as it get. Like this is 90s Folgers.
Right.
This from back then coffee.
Sometimes
This coffee had Coke in it.
You know,
Lick the corner of it. Tell me that ain't the 90s Coke.
This coffee had Coke in it. You know, when Coca-Cola had
right.
Coke in it.
Real talk.
Coke in it for sure. And then my sister, anybody who was cute, that's who she was watching at the time. She was watching the Magic, so she was rocking with Penny and Shaq too.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
And then so me, where I was at the spectrum, growing up, my dream was to be in the NBA, right? So obviously there was one player I looked at in particular, Muggsy Bogues. I'm like, he's 5'3". If I get 5'3", I can make it to the league.
You ended up like 6'2"s?
Right. So I was like, oh, I passed Muggsy Bogues. That's cool.
So you good.
I thought I was straight.
He said, I am going.
I'm going. Wrong.
No, we all had some type of dream.
Yeah, man, wrong.
for sure.
So yeah, that ended up happening. So, but yeah, growing up, I watched the Lakers, and then hooping. Kobe was an influence. Iverson, a heavy influence of mine.
Yeah.
You know, I even grew my hair out in middle school, trying to play like him. You know what I'm saying? I had the cornrows and all that. Like, yeah, I wanted to be that.
Iverson's story is intriguing story because you know, he was so good. Everybody that in the league that came after him that idolized him thought they could move how he moved.
And they realized they couldn't.
Right, like
dead wrong.
He was shifty. He was
like
shifty.
perfect example, like how Jay be on stage, like Hov be on stage chilling.
Right.
And then a bunch of artists after him try to do that. Like, no, bro, you gotta bring it.
You gotta do. You better do something.
You gotta perform like AI. Like, AI could go smoke, drink, party,
I
and
was
they go
just
drop
about to
40.
say,
And they go
man,
drop 40.
And so the dudes that came after him thought they could do that. So even though it wasn't his fault, because he was just doing him,
Right.
he birthed a lot of nonsense because they were like, well, I see AI at the club at 5. I can do that. No, bro, you can't.
You can't. That man is different.
He different.
Because even Kobe said, we're thankful he wasn't 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", or else he probably would have been averaging 50.
I was like, yo, I drove Kobe to the hotel. He's like, yo, what you about to do? Kobe's like, I'm going to the gym, man. I'm like, yo, I'm going to the club.
Right.
But they was both equals, but Kobe understood he couldn't party all night and come drop 40 and 10.
Right.
Man.
You see what I'm saying? So it's levels to it. Like, nobody's story, you know what I mean? Like, my diet ain't your diet.
Sure.
His vision ain't your vision. Like, it's so, yeah. The AI story is intriguing.
Man, hey, his name hold weight in Atlanta, man.
Ooh.
AI.
AI?
Riding around with the man with the truck with the purple lights up under the bottom, and man, for the real ones in them
So
streets,
he was moving around. He was moving around in ATL.
I don't want
I've
to talk
never
too much.
been down
Look,
there.
I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to put him out there.
Yeah, I don't want to throw no street
Nah,
niggas out there. Man, Allen, you're a great person, brother.
Look at, oh my God.
For real, AI had the streets in a chokehold.
No, AI was different. He was different, bro. But again, he birthed a bunch of dudes.
Yoink, come here.
He birthed a bunch of dudes that went his route and ended up out the league.
Right.
And
For sure.
And that's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
Like, it ain't my fault you copied me.
Not even just that. I feel like the league clamped down on that after AI.
No, because of AI, they was like, no
we
do-rags,
can't do it.
No do-rag,
no
no
t-shirts,
none
no
of that.
jewelry.
Nothing.
And it was like, AI was like, yo, what I do?
Oh my God.
That's on top.
No logo tattoos, no nothing.
Yeah, man. Nothing.
So yeah, he was different.
AI was different for sure.
John Morant trying to be AI, and they not going for that.
for it.
What? Come here.
Yeah, take these 25 games.
What? Relax.
Yeah, take these 25 games.
How you feel about Josh's situation?
Bro, you know what's crazy about Josh's situation? The reason I was mad on radio is because I do radio in San Antonio, Texas all caps.
Sure.
We love guns in Texas. What y'all mad about? What y'all mad about? Like in Texas, that's what we pride ourselves on.
Right.
Like if you don't have a gun in Texas, like what's wrong with you? So like when my co-host is like, I can't believe, I'm like, what you mean?
Yeah.
You got 20 of them. Only thing he did was he put it on IG.
Right.
He never was investigated. He was never under investigation. He was never accused. He never went to jail for what he did.
It's not like he was brandishing a firearm on somebody.
Yeah,
in
you
the
know
car.
what I mean. So it's like
listening to Young Boy.
But then you got Josh Giddey for the Oklahoma City Thunder allegedly messing with.
We don't even got it. We ain't saying allegedly because the man.
I don't know.
No, that ain't alleged, bro.
Alleged.
So he messing with a 16-year-old,
Right.
And we just like, oh,
No. We not like shit. I've been standing at the top of the mountain telling folks, do something.
Like, yo,
What are we doing?
He messing with a girl that's going to third period.
Still, she
And we
eat
mad-
that's why I
and
told
we
my wife.
mad-
I said, this man's girlfriend eats lunch trays.
Yeah. He like, you know what I'm saying? He like, yo.
Come on, dog.
Like, yo, where you headed? The chemistry? Good luck on your chemistry
I know.
test.
I'll pick you up from school.
Yeah. Like, good luck on your chemistry test. And we mad at Ja for having a gun?
Come on, bro.
Like, what are we doing?
No,
it-
she's
but
still
see,
going to
that's-
homeroom and
That's
shit.
like weird. That just lets you know we still got a ways to go on how we cover stuff.
And one person everybody getting at right now is Malika Andrews.
Yeah, because she was
That's her
destroying.
fault.
She was destroying Ja. She destroyed Ime Udoka.
Brandon Miller draft night.
She destroyed Brandon Miller.
That is her fault,
and
man.
she ain't said anything
Anything.
about not one word about Josh Giddey.
But see, look, I ain't gonna lie. Like, yeah, we blaming her, but I really believe it's the powers that
no,
that
it's
be.
ESPN that said leave it alone.
Not even just to leave it alone. Yeah, I feel like now it's people saying leave it alone. At first, like
Because the family not cooperate.
Look, nah, when Ja do something, they on some we pushing this to everybody. Because this went farther than just the ESPNs. This is on every podcast, every stream, everything that's going on. Everyone's talking about this.
Right.
And this is a very quiet situation in which it should not be.
It shouldn't.
We should, in fact, it should be a crazy outrage. The same one that they had for Puffy, the same one they had for R. Kelly, all that shit. Man, I don't believe in none of that. And I got a daughter, so I really don't be playing
I
like
got 3
that.
daughters. I'm a girl dad. I got 3 daughters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't play like that.
I made sure I got mine off.
I think that weird shit need to.
Yeah, no, that you're a weirdo. Like it's especially, you know, it's horrible for anybody.
Had he been a black dude, he'd have been on the bench somewhere.
Yeah,
Not even on the bench. They
Right.
told him don't even sit on the bench. Don't
Like
even suit up.
you can't play until this is even with college. In college, when you under investigation, they send you home. They send you home and say, when we get to the bottom of it, you can come back.
You a liability.
Yeah,
They not even
Oklahoma's
treating him like
yo,
one.
Going out there, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one thing for anybody, but it's a whole different thing when you can have anybody you want.
Right.
And you choose the young lady that has a chemistry test.
Like you're tweaking.
You see what I'm saying? Like you can
Right.
have
You're
anybody
tweaking.
in the world.
Tweaking for
and
sure.
you chose somebody that got A lunch.
People talking about some, but he's just not. He ain't just nothing,
Nothing.
man. And you can't even. I wouldn't give a damn if this nigga was 5th string.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
care
a
if he was
star
the
of that team
Gatorade
behind
boy.
Shea.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
This
because he
man
out
is
here
the-
getting buckets, then you go home at night.
You have a
Hey, babe.
notable name. You could literally you're texting her before the game. I know you're about to go to sleep because you got to wake up at 6 in the morning.
But hey, but be sure you do your homework before you go to bed.
No,
Like, come on.
no, you hang up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Talking
how
about,
young
oh,
she is.
you
Like,
got
no,
you got
hang
straight
up.
A's. I'll go buy you a purse.
Yeah,
Right.
like, you know
Nah,
what I mean?
man.
It's weirdo stuff going
That's
on,
super
man.
weirdo activity, man.
That's the thing about sports media. Like, they really pick and choose.
And I don't like that because with pick, it just sounds like Nick, and that's what they doing with the niggas. I don't like that, bro. I don't like it, bro. I don't like it.
That's the biggest bank right there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no,
Give it
folk
up.
be, man, these
Yo,
folk
that's
be,
real.
man,
That's
what I'm
real.
saying.
Ain't
I'm
nothing wrong
gonna
with
tell
that.
the truth.
Ain't nothing
I'm
wrong
gonna
with
tell
that.
the truth.
That's
They
the
just gonna
beauty.
have to blast me for telling the truth.
That's the beauty of this platform.
No, for sure.
Because I'm
tell
telling you, we had this conversation and the Fox, CBS, ESPN, they would have been running down the stairs.
Right.
Whoa,
Like,
no, it'd have been somebody behind the camera.
Hey, y'all gotta chill out.
They would have cut this whole segment.
Man in the back would have been
Yeah, he would have been. Next thing you know,
unplug his mic.
Yeah, you would have seen a Bud Light commercial pop up. You're like, yo, we off? Like, when did we go off?
What
there?
happened?
Yeah. So yeah, that's the beauty of this platform.
Nah, for sure. And I think that's when, whenever you're ready, Rudy J, if you want to have that conversation, sit down with us, man.
No,
We can
man.
get you get your platform going.
Yeah. Because I would love to watch it
You know what I'm saying?
in the fashion in which you would like to have it done in. You know what I'm saying?
How does that, if you don't mind me asking,
What
Rudy,
up?
like, how does that work as far as like you having your own platform and then still operating within the confines of like corporate radio kind of?
Well, the good thing about my deal is when I did my deal, because I had been in a bad deal before, this new deal, I set it up to where I have a lot more freedom. Because you don't get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate. So yeah, if I want to do it, I can do it.
Nice.
So yeah, Skrill, like, let's talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, because we, shout out to Question. Things been in the mix.
Yo, Question be on the move. He was telling me he was supposed to show up tonight, man.
He
Where he
was.
at?
He told me that too, but
What?
I ain't hold. That man moves a lot. I ain't
He
hold
said
my
he
head
was
out.
coming.
He said he was supposed to be up here. He said he was coming.
I'm glad y'all ain't tell me. I'd have been called him. Hey, where you at, nigga? As soon as I pulled up, I ain't see his car
make
outside.
sure you post this clip too, so you can share that.
Come on now.
Yo, where you at, Q?
Where you at, man?
That man around the world moving.
Bro, I know.
Where on earth is
No,
question?
I was like, what do you
Real
do?
talk.
I was like, what do you do? Like, what do you do? Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like, yo, one day you at the Brooklyn Library, then you at
Right.
Cowboys practice.
Then now you in England and all this other stuff, showing us exotic snacks you can't buy over here.
Bro, man, he keep moving past.
Then move around with the fam at Disney World. This is like, dog, this man is living.
Yo, then the son with Wemby. I'm like, yo, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Then go to the OKC game.
Yeah,
and
then your daughter with Minnie Mouse.
Then he with NLE Chopper.
Oh yeah. Then you and NLE chopping it up. Your son in the profile pic with NLE.
Right.
I'm like, what's going on? What is NLE? Is he a thug or not?
No, I don't believe so.
I don't know.
He got a great edge up now. What happened? No, I'm not clowning. He got a great edge up now. Like,
hey man, that's that $200 haircut where they hit you with the
bro, you seen them joints on IG?
Nah, for real.
Bro, they be like, when did haircut? I'm bald. Yeah. When did haircuts jump to 200?
Nah, believe me.
Happen?
Nah, listen, I'm tripping now. And shout out Rosser. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I paid $60 for my cut.
60 is a lot.
It is.
With 60, I better have some highlights.
No, he get me right with 60, but still.
Do you get a towel wrapped around your face?
Not that part, no. No, I don't do that.
That's where you start getting to the 100, 150
Yeah,
range.
that's where
they put the towel on your face and the little shit they be got.
See, I feel like in Atlanta, every haircut is 100.
Man, what? No bullshit.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah, but I know how to cut hair. I've been cutting hair since I was 12.
Oh, you a barber too?
Yeah, I told you I do all this shit. I do everything, anything. And that's another thing that when the prices start skyrocketing, I was like, boy, I'm so glad I don't gotta goddamn go sit nobody chill. Cause $100-something is wild, bro. And I got dread, so like.
Oh, they taxing you.
Man, what? That's like a $500 session.
That's crazy. No, that's crazy.
Don't let me want a haircut, a retwist, shampoo, and all that. No,
my wife's is 3, and that's a whole thing. Like for you just to catch the fade,
right? Yeah, I'm 60.
But I don't think I've ever. Why are you paying 60? I've never seen you without a hat. What are you paying 60 for?
Hey, he popping it though. He said some real. He said, I don't get it.
I ain't never seen Miles without no hat.
Nah, that's a fact. Everywhere I go, I step out, I got a hat on.
Yeah,
I got a hat on. Speaking of hats, shout out Texas. You know what I'm saying? The Texas gear. You know what I'm saying? Homie laced us last night.
Y'all merched out. Y'all
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn. Okay.
You see what I'm talking about?
That's what I'm talking about, dog. I need some merch too.
Nah, hey, man, be sure to look at Rudy J. You know what I'm saying? With Texas
Rudy
gear on
J
IG.
_star, man.
You know
Follow
what
the brother, man.
You know what I mean?
Let me steal a couple followers from this guy.
We're gonna pass him around, bro. That's what we're doing. We're gonna pass him around, bro. For sure.
Yo, y'all both popping, man. I'm proud of y'all.
No,
man.
I
appreciate it.
I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see. Shout out to Skrill.
Yeah,
Shout
man.
out to everybody.
Everybody. No, well, listen, we proud of you too, man. Keep
you
doing
see
your
I'm
thing.
like 80 pounds down. You see that picture?
I was just about, look, I was trying to formulate the question. I was about to say, you used to be fat.
Bro,
hold on.
I was huge, bro.
Yeah, you was fat,
I had
dog.
to get right. I had to get right, bro. I got kids.
That's what's up.
I had to stick around for a little bit, man. Get right. Health as well.
No, congratulations, man. That's
You be juicing?
Yeah.
I got to juice you a real one.
Yeah,
I be trying to tell people about the
Got to,
H302, man. If you really juice, you won't even have to. Your water intake will go down.
Yeah,
You're only
bro.
drinking water because water sustains you. It doesn't actually hydrate you.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely on my juices. Definitely.
No, for sure.
For sure. You got to. You got to. Because I'd rather drink them than eat them.
Yeah, I don't got time for all that.
Like you put the kale in the juice, or you put the spinach in the juice. Like, yo, well, let's work.
Yeah, certain recipes you got to be careful when you're mixing the fruits and vegetables too. It can cause a stomach little issues.
Some issues.
Yeah, and not just boo boo and shit neither. It just got you know what I'm saying? Nah, for real. Cause I highly educate myself on things that I'm very very interested in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You should.
Yeah, man, and that's one of them things that like really caught my attention was the H302 versus because when you actually look at the molecule, it makes complete sense. H2O is a bunch of non-connected fragmented lines. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the actual molecule and the way it's built. But when H302, which is the hydration and water you get from fruits and vegetables, it looks like a tree. It looks like a key. You know what I'm saying? So it's one stem and then it has like so that's it's a complete molecule. It's You know what I'm saying?
No, I
So
feel
that's
you.
where you really get the real fulfillment in. You know what I'm saying? The first day that I actually swapped
you
over
mean?
to the H302 instead of the H2O.
I gotta get on the H302.
Yeah, no, you already on it if you drink juice.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
If you
well, then
juicing,
I'm
you
on
good.
it. I just didn't know the technical.
Yeah, that's the water that you
scientific
get from
name.
fruits and vegetables. It's H302 instead of H2O.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying?
I was saying, I was thinking to myself right now. I was like, maybe I need to start juicing. But then, like, I just looked in the mirror and to myself, like, it's me. I'm picky.
No, but no, look,
just chug it.
no, but not even just chug it. That's the best thing about it because you'll be surprised about a lot of the things because when you say juice, you have a connotation of like what you have in your refrigerator, what people sell on the shelves. When you actually juice fruits, it doesn't come out nothing like that. Like fresh apple juice it's like green.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It only turns brown after it sat up for like maybe I say 3 hours. Then it'll start to turn brown after the oxidation and stuff like that.
Facts.
So the apple juice that we seeing, it's dark brown and all this. You know what I'm saying? It's not even really good. Fresh apple juice, it doesn't even taste the same.
No, and when
You know what I'm saying?
And you think it's bad, but when you put that bunch of kale with some other fruits,
You don't even taste the
tastes
kale.
good. It actually
Kale
tastes good.
has no taste at all.
It tastes
Well,
good.
y'all gotta put me on afterwards.
No, well, for sure, we got you.
For sure.
I go to this black-owned spot called Squeezers.
Shout out
I go to
Squeezers.
Squeezers. Oh,
Yeah.
y'all rock with Squeezers.
No,
Keith.
I'm familiar with shout
you know
for sure.
Keith.
Where
He went
they
to
at?
East Central. He's off of Elmira over there. Yeah,
Downtown.
the downtown area. Yeah, right. We're literally by
Okay,
the
boom,
Pearl.
he pulled him up.
There you go, right there. That's my guy,
they got-
man. He went to East Central, played hooped overseas, and him and his wife had a juice bar for 10 years.
Oh, they make the acai bowls in there too?
Yeah, man. They the acai. It's
We
a
gotta
real
pull up
dope
and check.
spot.
We gotta pull up on them and check them out.
Nah, you definitely
Hey,
need
Zara,
to, bro.
nah,
No, for sure.
for sure.
We for sure can do that.
Zah, nah, I love it.
You know, if they were close by, I would definitely like.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you on that. They got the the flu shots right there. Those forearms. That's like because we getting into that flu season. You need that ginger. You need that ginger. In your life.
Ginger and that turmeric. But
You
hey,
need
look,
that
you know you
it's
can
in
juice
that
all,
shot.
you
That's
know
ginger
you can
too.
juice that shit at the crib.
Yeah. Oh no, I know.
Take the whole ginger, boop boop, cut a
I
piece
know.
in.
Ginger's a weird looking thing. Yeah, sea moss, the whole nine, bro.
Oh
We
man,
gotta get right.
That was
For
sure.
sure.
We
Gotta get
definitely
right.
gotta check them out, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out Squeezers.
Yeah,
Shout out
for
Keith.
shiz.
What's going on, bro?
What up, boy?
Yeah. And I don't know. You got anything else, Scrooge? You got any
No,
questions?
I'm good.
Yeah, man, I got a quick question.
What up, bro?
You've been covering sports here locally for
Woo.
quite a bit of time.
Yeah, I would say to be fair, probably 07.
Okay, so you've definitely then experienced or heard rumors of like an NFL team. I
Yeah.
just feel like they always used us as like a maybe, never the for sure thing. Just
No,
more-
we're being used to make someone else jealous. And it's not that San Antonio can't support it, it's the corporate dollars. Like HEB and USAA can only do so much. Like you see Houston with 5 teams, you see Dallas with 5 teams, that's because it's multiple Fortune 500 companies. We don't have enough Fortune 500 companies to where we can spread it out.
Makes
You see what I'm
sense.
saying? Like if we had a basketball team, a football team, a baseball team, and a soccer team, HEB and USAA can't support them all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a corporate dollar thing. It's not a fan thing. It's not a fan thing. And that's why I try to tell fans that get all offended. They're like, why not us? Because we're the dollars.
Yeah.
It's a business.
That makes
you know
sense.
what I mean? Like, you go to Houston, it may be just some random ass company sitting there on the side of the road, but they worth $1 trillion.
Right.
And they got the soccer team, and then that's the company across the street from them got $1 trillion. They got the Astros. It's not a fan thing. We can support the team's fan base wise, but to generate the money that you need to generate to operate a sports franchise, you need multiple Fortune 500 companies, and we're just not built that way, infrastructure-wise. That's why Austin will have.
I never
more
thought of it like that.
Yeah, Austin
Yeah.
would have multiple teams before we did. Not that they're a better city, just more money.
More
They
money,
got-
more money.
They got a soccer team.
Yeah, they got the tech money.
Right.
Austin got the tech money. Like,
Yeah.
So, and I guess that's why the conversation. My fault, Scrooge, but I think that's why they were planning to slap the team right in between.
because we need Austin.
San Antonio
That's
and
why
Austin.
they're playing games at the Moody.
Yeah.
That's why the New Jersey says SATX. We need Austin's dollars.
Damn.
We need Austin's dollars because we've reached our ceiling.
Yeah.
The
But-
Spurs need those Austin
and,
dollars.
and that's my next question is like, where, 10 years, 15 years, however many years down the
Yeah.
line, where do you see the Spurs? I don't think they'll move, but I do feel like you're saying like they're going to kind of try to cover as much ground as possible between here and Austin.
Well, there's like 2 or 3 new investors that are out of Austin. They would love to put it in between. The powers that be here that make the decisions are going to want to put it downtown. But if the people that have spent the money and invested in the Spurs had their say, they would drop it in San Marcos and New Braunfels,
yeah.
and make it easier to bring in ATX. And now we charge them more for tickets, we charge them more for hot dogs, beer, etc. But there's a lot of red tape to go through here from decision makers in San Antonio to put that team anywhere else than downtown.
Because for a while, like the powers that be here, specifically one dude, I can't remember, but he filed a junction, all kinds of shit when the game started.
It was bad. Like when they did them games in Austin, it was a thing.
Yeah.
Like, what are y'all doing?
Right.
Don't play.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, don't play.
I was talking crazy.
Yo, you hurt my heart, bro. Like, this man's looking at me like, I was smiling, but inside I was like, bro, I was fucked up.
Nah, bro. It would take a lot for them to move. But the Dell who just invested, like, they would like to put it in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound like we going to New Braunfels Squirrels.
I mean, I ain't tripping about that, bro.
They ain't too far from the crib.
I don't really want to.
Nah, I was gonna say, I'll tell you what. After the game, the post game or pre-game spot is gonna be Bucky's. Bucky's gonna be lit.
Hey,
My kids, what? Man, my dog. I've never left Bucky's without dropping 100. My girl,
I was about to say that,
dog,
bro.
my
It's
girls-
a minimum $50 spend at Bucky's, not including your gas.
My kids see that damn beaver. Stop. I'm like, yo, I just hooked you up with 2 tacos so we wouldn't have to. And I pull in the Bucky's and then she'd be like, 98.73. I'm like, how? For a towel? And a Yeti?
Yo, okay. Look, how much did you and Lauren spend at Bucky's? I think y'all spent like 70 something, right? 120. That's crazy.
You can't get out
and
of
she
there.
left out of there with a shirt. I seen a shirt on her and I was like,
Ain't no damn way.
how much that shirt?
I know how to put it back. Put it back. If you can't eat it, put it back.
Bro, Bucky's, I just went because Thanksgiving was in Houston. We stopped at the one in Luling or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
I ain't gonna cap. Hey, that motherfucking barbecue brisket sandwich.
If it hit.
Yeah.
They say they brisket hit out there, man.
Brown,
hit,
it
bro.
do.
Yeah.
Nah, it ain't fucking with Garcia's because you know what I'm saying.
Shout out Garcia's Barbecue.
We
for
like
sure.
this here.
Yeah.
But for some gas station, I don't even want to call it just gas
No,
station.
you can't.
Nah,
it's a
it's not.
restaurant with a beautiful restaurant.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
beautiful
man,
serve
they got a whole
They serve,
bakery
they
in
just
there.
happens they serve gas.
I watched a lady make some fudge.
Yeah, the jerky.
Jerky crazy.
Yo.
Fudge expensive as hell. One of them little squares, $3.78.
What?
Yeah.
One square, $3.78.
Oh, that's
And-
crazy.
Don't get two.
And since we all
You might as well get
Yeah.
the 4-piece. You tweet.
And since we all grinders, don't
Yeah.
act like you ain't walked out of there, looked up and seen that sign that say starting at 20.
Dog, don't get me
I
started.
was like, I looked at my wife, I was like, babe, I swear to God that sign said they started at 20.
Yeah, the management position. Yeah, the management is starting to like. Yeah, that's crazy.
Man, I was like, hey, don't let me stay any more closer to this motherfucker.
Bro, if I'm like, yo, I always put in my head like, okay, well, if shit get hard,
Man, what?
I'm going right
I'm
down 35.
pumping gas.
bro, I can sit there at that thing and be like, which is this your car? Is that your car? You'd be like, yo, is that yeah, that's me on 30.
Have you seen the like the rumors about the workers?
Nah, what they say?
Y'all ain't heard about this?
At Bucky's?
Yes.
What?
So look, they have a crazy turnover rate at Bucky's, and the
Didn't know
reason,
that.
the reason they have a crazy turnover rate at Bucky's is because they kind of treat their employees like shit. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
Like you can't sit down on your breaks, and like it's your breaks are very short. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't take that black people break.
No, not
I can
even that. No,
imagine. You
I
can't
ain't
get
even gonna
the
lie. No,
25-minute break.
it ain't even a regular break. I think it's like 15 minutes, something real short, and you can't sit down and like they got you constantly cleaning like bathrooms and shit like that.
See,
No.
I think that's how they get you. They
Right.
don't tell you that you starting in the bathroom.
Right.
You're not starting on the register.
Nah, you're not.
You
You're not
back there in
starting
them
on the
shitters,
register.
boy.
Yeah, you starting on the coffee explosions. You starting on the coffee explosions.
It's crazy.
No, them byway highway explosions.
Yeah.
Nah, anyway, man, this was fun.
No, this was great, man. I definitely appreciate you pulling up. And
Nah, man, thank y'all. This
Taking
is
your time
awesome,
out your
man. I
schedule.
appreciate y'all. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
man,
gonna
we
chop
hope
it
to
up.
have you back, man, real soon, of course. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
Yeah. Y'all,
Man, that idea came about. We got to have him back.
We'll figure
Whether
something
you
out.
see us in here in them streets.
There's
that
there's
too.
gonna be I think there's gonna be
I'm gonna be at the next food czar.
No, for sure.
Come
I'll
on,
be
man.
there.
For sure.
I'll be at the
Yeah.
next food joint because
Come
that
on, man.
joint's fire. That's how.
and we definitely we all love sports. I mean, well, Bank not so much, but as far as like I think we cover a lot of.
So it's Bang? Because I keep
Bang.
calling you by your rap
like
name.
Bankroll.
Oh, okay. I keep calling you. Okay.
But I didn't want to correct you again because you got mad at me earlier.
No, I kept calling. So then what's the rap name?
My Instagram is no space, no cap.
Okay, that's what I was
You know
calling
what I'm
it
saying? And the only reason I changed it to that is because my Instagram name used to be Chunk Cover Years. It used to be Eat This Dick Up.
Oh, good Lord.
No, so look, P game. No, but look, that's how I got a lot of followers. Wow. Because when I would be downtown on 6th Street, that's the first thing I go to. Oh, the conversation getting dry. I know exactly how to spice this up. Hey, man, you got an Instagram? Follow me on the gram real quick. They're like, man, what's your name? And I would tell them, it's Eat This Nigga. All one word, no space, no cap. So that's how I would tell people.
See, I've been calling them no cap the whole show.
I think that's cool with them.
So I ended up having to change it because after a while, I was just like, I started getting into, after the followers came, I started getting into like professional spaces, and I was like, I can't be pitching this. I can't put this. No. Yeah. And look, and then I got a business card made, and when I got the actual cards, I looked at it and I seen
eggplant on it.
No, I just seen it on the back. I just seen it on the back, and I was like, I can't do this.
Even look right.
I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? But for granted, it was winning because people would go check it out. I tell them, they be like, that's not your name, and I'm like, I swear to God, I'm not playing with you. So they feel played. They be like, man, he playing with me. No, I'm not. It's really my name. They look it up like, man, you funny. But since you already looked me up, you might as well hit the follow button. You lame if you don't. I done made you laugh and all that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
If you don't.
Nah, for sure.
So that's how that happened.
So
No space, no cap.
I got you.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
See?
The more you know.
I love
Hey, no, it's crazy. Everything about my life is like a minimization of something that I did prior to. Even the name Bankroll.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's dope.
That's dope.
But shoot, where can they follow you at though, Rudy? If they want to
Rudy
get
J _star.
You did.
Come on, man. Let it be known. Bank, if they want to follow you, where can they follow you at?
Y'all know where it used to be at. Now it's no space, no cap on the gram. Bankroll and everything else, man. BANKREAUX. If you know, you know. If you don't, you're slow.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
One more. The more you know.
The more you know.
Skrills, where can they find you at, dog?
Somewhere between here and Austin, bro, apparently.
Hey, you can catch me at Mazi's World Official. It might be in the parking lot at the next Spurs Arena, in between New Braunfels, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere in, somewhere.
That just sounds crazy.
This guy got 64,000, bro.
Yo,
he got 64K.
Let's give me the 65, bro. And
you see, he's just greedy.
Give me the 65. I'll give away some free stuff. For real.
Wait, can I get the 5K?
For sure. I'll give away some t-shirts, like 50 shirts or something like that.
I'm trying to get the 4.
Y'all give me the 60. Y'all give me the 65. I'll give away 65 free shirts.
Damn. Nah, that's what's up.
Nah, that's what's up, man. This is great, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Let's get to the sponsors real quick. Davey Screen Print, Gex was happening.
Get it.
Crew Fresh Clothing. Be sure to visit crewfreshclothingco.com to get you some gear. And shout out to Texas one more time. Texas Gear on IG. Corduroy Boys is in the building. Nah, listen, these some great caps material and all that is fire.
Man.
Satin in the inside, keep my head cool.
Come on now, great for the textured hair.
I mean, obviously the guy from Texas, because he know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all be sure to support, man. We'll holla at y'all, your boy Mazi.
Peace.
Maserati.
So focused, I just need some meaning to my name. Plus I'm cheating with these codes. If you thinking it's a game, that's real talk.